Hello, I'm Greg Hrutkay of Hrutkay Mods, and welcome to another episode of Greg going to get stuff that he doesn't need. Today, Greg is going to get an Mac that is arguably one of the worst Macs ever made. And spoiler alert, it's a lot newer than you think it is. Today, we're over at Mountain State Harley Davidson. We're getting ready to travel to Stanton, Kentucky, and go pick up this MacBook. And yeah, there I spoiled it for you. It's a MacBook. And, oh boy. This should be an interesting experience, so let's go. And say hello to my 98 Heritage Springer, which we'll be doing about a 200-mile round trip on today. This should be an interesting trip. Let's go. Welcome to Pike County, Kentucky, the home of Chris Stapleton. If you've ever heard the song Hillbilly Blood, it was here. People always ask me, Greg, why do you bike? Well, think of it this way. Why wouldn't I bike? Because where I live happens to be some of the most beautiful bike riding country in the world. So, yeah, it's very relaxing. It's gotten me through a lot of things. And I hope you enjoyed this video here. Well, we got it, guys. Here it is right here. So this is my first impressions with it. They gave me a case for it, and they also gave me the charger, which it wasn't supposed to originally come with. It was nice of them. They also gave me 50 bucks off on it for showing up. And I've never actually touched one of these before. But it has been factory reset, and it's supposedly in nearly perfect condition. There is a small dent on the top. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to butterfly keyboard either, but it seems to work. Wow, those do suck. Anyway, guys, I'm going to eat real quick and get back on the road, and we'll come back when we're over at the house. So the Mac is in the bike, so say hello to the temporary Mac bike. My Ultra is currently getting a new clutch put in it. So hopefully this makes it home in one piece. And yeah, there's a big giant storm coming. And oh, it's not good. It's time to get out of here fast. I'm tired. I'm sore. Ow. Ooh. Oh. Man. This has been a long ride, but man, is it relaxing. Other than the pain. The pain is not fun. We made it back, and I miscalculated the mileage by about 110 miles. It's a 332-mile round trip. A little sore. I wasn't planning on it being that long. Left at around 4 p.m. It's 11 p.m. now. But we are here, and let's go inside and take a look at that MacBook. Well, let's see if this thing survived the trip. That's a good sign. Let's quickly set it up here. Well, I can't get the Wi-Fi to connect, and I'm not sure why. I might have changed the password. I don't know. It seems to be working. It's identifying all the Wi-Fi networks, so we're just going to leave it be for now.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in System Preferences.
All right. So I believe Monterey's the last OS that supported the early 2016 MacBook. As we can see here, we've got the dual-core M3 in it. This is an early 2016 It's got 8 gigs of RAM, which is actually more than I thought it came with, but cool. And of course, there's a lot of problems with this. I hit the wrong button. There's a lot of problems with this system. This system is notoriously known as one of the most unreliable, crappiest, poorly made systems ever made by Apple. And this one actually is not bad looking. There is a small dent right there. Other than that, previous owner took really good care of it. It's a little dirty, but not too bad. This was the first system that introduced USB-C, and it was also the first system that introduced just USB-C, and it only had one USB-C port. This was a year before Thunderbolt 3, and none of the, when this was introduced, the original 15 model, and none of the MacBooks came with Thunderbolt 3. It was just USB-C, and that was problems there. The keyboards are also notorious for just randomly keys just stopping to work, or all the keyboard to stop working. The LCD is notorious for just falling apart, delaminating, dying just randomly. This is a perfect example of a good one. This is the first MacBook I've had since my mid-2010. My first Mac, modern-day Mac, was this early 2009 MacBook. I do love MacBooks, but these are just junk. But this one should be interesting to play around with. I want to get Sequoia on it. OCLP 2 nightly just released, which means very soon OCLP 2 will be out. And I know that 1.6 nightly supported, the last versions of it supported Skylake and newer. So this should run Sequoia fully with no problems right now as it sits, which I am looking forward to trying on this, because it may be great and it may be horrible, because this is one of the most underpowered CPUs that Apple ever put into an Intel Mac. And the 15 models were actually worse. The 16s were mid-tier. The 17s, they fixed a lot of the kinks, but they still had random problems with just randomly dying. The boards just sometimes just die in these things. They'll overheat. They were not built well. And it's a miracle this thing is 100% functional, and it works great. So I think it was worth taking a 330-something mile round trip to go get it. For the price I got it for, it was definitely a steal, considering. And the funny thing is, this is the first modern-day looking Mac that Apple released. It looks like a modern Mac. And they did away with the glowing Apple logo first on this system. And, the options for colors and stuff. So it's a pretty neat system, just because it changed all the styling cues. This keyboard, butterfly keyboard it's not great. This is the first time I've ever actually used one. And this one's a little tactile. You can feel the keys bottoming out, but they barely drop like that much before they bottom out. And if you type on this fast, I could see it being a problem with, not really knowing just what key you're hitting and stuff. It's awful. It feels awful, but it's really not as bad as people would lead on. I wouldn't want to type on it a lot, but it's okay. This is a fine system for web browsing, watching videos and stuff on it, but it's not something you want to write a whole, novel on or something like that. It's a really awful keyboard, and just a speck of dust under one of these keys will kill it. So, yeah. Anyway, let's wrap up the video. So, yeah, guys, I've traveled 330 something miles today on a motorcycle. Wasn't planning on going that far. I thought it was like 200 miles. Yeah. Me and my planning skills when it comes to traveling is quite comical. Yeah, I'm a little sore. I'm a little tired. I want to get this video out to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I tried something a little different. I don't know how it's going to work. As of filming, as of right now, I haven't edited it yet. But of course, it will be edited by the time you see it. And I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to approach what I just filmed. But it should. I hope you guys enjoyed the bit of a different video there. And here's the case that came with this MacBook here, and the charger. This has got a 29 watt USB-C charger. Probably won't use it. Probably just use my regular MacBook Pro charger for it. But yeah, this system is in really good shape. I've got a number of ideas for it. So I think there will be a few more videos on this. We'll have to open it and clean it, repaste it, which I'm not looking forward to because as fragile as these things are, when I open it, I may break it. And then I'll have a paperweight to go with my MacBook paperweight. Yeah, I hope I don't break this too. But yeah, it's a great video to come back on. I apologize, I haven't been around the last few weeks. We had a number of people in this house that I'm sitting in right now got down with the sickness, and I just couldn't come over here. Plus, I was really busy at work for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. It was a rough, long time. But I am now available to film on weekends. I'm only working a middle part of the week now. So I will be getting more videos out, and I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. Hope you guys are looking forward to what's coming for this fall. I've got a lot of ideas in the pipeline. I just haven't actually figured out exactly how to film any of them yet. So it's going to be a surprise for all of us. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And don't forget, I have a Patreon and memberships and all that stuff. If you want to help me out, I'd greatly appreciate it. And that's the end of today's video. This has been a Hrutkay Mods video. Well, I'm experimenting with this thing while I'm editing this video, and it's plugged directly into my USB-C charger, and the whole case is electrified. You can feel it. It's kind of like when you run your finger across the front of a CRT monitor while it's on, that staticky feeling you get. That's the whole case right now. It's not grounded properly. Quality Apple crap. Well, how about the OCLP2 nightly does work totally fine. All the acceleration and everything you would need for this thing to work works. It does take a while to boot up, but it seems pretty snappy once it's booted up. I'm going to experiment more with it, and we'll be doing some videos on this in the future. Awesome.